And hello everyone, welcome to the final race of the NNSCRA F1 Series Season 1. As we get ready for a fast-paced race here at the second and last oval of the season, Indianapolis. These racers started a long time ago in Suzuka, Japan, and now they've wound up here at Indianapolis, the mecca of not the mecca of all motorsports, but the home of the Indy 500 and the NCGMRS 500. But we're not racing Indy cars, we're racing F1 cars. Basically the same thing. They go really fast and they have wings and are open wheeled. Anyway, Wayne Scott is on the pole. Someone who has had a terrible season. He is well out of contention for the points lead for the championship, as he only has 1 point to his credit heading into this race. Remember the top 10 rule. But he is looking for fame, and he is trying to win the race to go out with a bang. Let's give you the point scenario as we go on. Now, the only driver that can possibly make up any form of ground from way back will be Joseph Bryant. I've been telling Seth Cole that he still has a chance, but he doesn't have a chance, so I just re-looked at it, and even if he did win the race and no one in the top 10 finished in the top 10, he would still not be able to make it in. I'm sorry, Seth, I misled you. But Joseph Bryant, another one of Seth's friends, can make it if he wins the race and no one in the top 10 in points currently, and no one in front of him finishes in front of him. If he can win the race, then he gets maximum points, which is a double points race. It's 20 points, so he would just beat the points leader, Rachel Williams. So let's go to your starting lineup. That is about the only big major thing. That's how. Actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited. Joseph Bryant. He will have to win the race, have no one in the top 10 in points, finish ahead of him, and including 11th in the points, which is the 11 of Amir. Crap. It's not Amir Hamad. I'm sorry, I forgot to change the name. It's not Amir Hamad. It's Michael Skinner, and Michael Skinner is Max Skinner. I'm sorry, I forgot to change the names, but that's how it is. I'm sorry, I accidentally changed Max Skinner to Michael Skinner, but that was the wrong thing to do. Max Skinner's back in the car. Amir Hamad has been replaced by Michael Skinner. I forgot to change the names, so I'm sorry to those drivers, and I'm sorry for mixing up, but anyway, Max Skinner comes into this race. He does drive the 11, doesn't he? Yes. Max Skinner comes into this. Michael Skinner. Why did I say Max? Michael Skinner comes into this race with 23 points outside the top 10. He could take the point. He could take the championship by a scenario of no one in the top 10 finishes in the top 10, and he wins the race. He will clinch the championship. The 25 of Richard Johnson III, if he can finish first and no one in the top 10 or anyone ahead of him finish in the top 10, then he will take the championship. And Joseph Bryant, he has the biggest long stretch. He has to win and no one ahead of him can finish in the top 10. But your points leader, Rachel Williams, comes in with only a 2-point advantage over the 8 of Richard Johnson. That's the biggest points battle on the racetrack. Then we have another close points battle between the 22 of Dylan Young and the 12 of, if I can find them, the 12 of Max Skinner. Those two are 31st. Those two are only separated by 1 point. They are 31st and 30th. Also, you have the 19 of Richard Johnson Jr. He is in 5th with 29 points. So the gap between first through a tie for 6th is only 10 points. So that could be easily made up. So that's how the point scenario comes in. Let's get to your starting lineup. I've rambled long enough, and we'll keep an eye on the top 10 contenders all race long. Wayne Scott finds himself on the pole. Then you have Aaron Williams, a guy who has really struggled this season. He's out of championship contention, but he is still trying to look for a final win to close out the season. Then we have Pichu Walker. He's out of championship contention, but you have Joseph Bryant. He is the long shot. He's trying to do the impossible, is go and win the race and have no one who is ahead of him in points, finish in the top 10. He's got a really long stretch ahead of him. Then you have Max Skinner. That says Michael Skinner. It's Max Skinner. He comes into this race, and he is in the fourth position in... I'm sorry, not the fourth. Yeah, he is in the fourth position in points. He can easily take the championship away. That is Michael Skinner. The two Skinners starting in this third row. He comes into this race. Let's see. Where does he come into this race? I'm getting discombobulated. I am sorry. I'm trying to find... Okay, he's in 11th. That's right. He is a long shot. If he can... Again, we've gone through the scenarios. If he can finish in first and no one in the top 10 finishes in the top 10, then he can take the championship. Seth Cole is out of championship contention. Hayden Klein comes into this race in the 9th position. 26 points to his credit. Scenarios binding. He can take the championship, so he's still in the hunt. Alina Lopez. Let's see. Is he still in the hunt? I don't think he is. Actually, yes, he is. He is in the hunt with 25 points. Luke Walker is still in the hunt. He is in a tie. He's tied for 6th with his the 6 of William Duncan. He is in a tie for 6th. Then we have Dylan Young, who comes into this race 3rd. Richard Johnson, he comes into this race 2nd in the standings. Richard Johnson the 3rd, he comes into this race 5th in the standings. Then you have Dylan Poteet. He is out of championship contention, but he would definitely like to pick up a win here to close out the season. Charles Jackson, he's out of championship contention. Rachel Williams, the points leader, starting quite a ways back here. You have William Duncan, who's in that tie for 6th. He's starting back here towards the back. Then you have Leah Walker, who is still, I believe... No, she is not within championship contention. Richard Johnson III, who is within championship contention. Barney Ward, who is out of... Actually, no. I'm sorry, yes. He is out of championship contention. Then we have Jack Richards. He's out of championship contention. Dion Scott is also out of championship contention. Justin Perry is out of championship contention. And Lena Skinner is rounding out the field. And she is... I don't know. I don't see her. Hang on. No, she's out of championship contention. Okay. Let's get these cars underway for the final race of the season. I'm telling you what, this is going to be the first time I've finished a season. I don't know what to do, really. Sorry if I am like stuttering and kind of trying to find out what to say, because really this is the first official series that I've actually finished. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I can't wait to say that I've actually finished a series and a season and going to have a season 2, which you can sign up for. I don't know when I'm going to have the sign-ups for. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know when I'm going to have the sign-ups for it, but hopefully it'll be very soon. The last time we had a broadcast at Indianapolis, that was the NCGMRS 500. My colleagues, my NCGMRS and NNSCRA colleague Seth Cole, colleague Seth Cole was with me in the broadcast booth until he lagged out about with 10 laps to go. But that had produced a finish that was an NCGMRS kind of monocle, I guess, because it was the closest NCGMRS 500 NCGMRS period finish in history. 5 1,000ths of a second. Well, we see something very similar because these cars are very similar to the Indy cars. They're a little lighter and they got bigger wings, so that means more downforce. You should, if you haven't seen him yet, you should check out Seth Cole's channel. You can find his channel. It's called NNSCRA. That's the league he owns, the NASCAR Nelson Stock Car Racing Series, I believe it. Racing Series Association, I believe that's what it's called. As the pace car peels off, we're getting ready. Can these drivers maintain good speeds, keep it clean, and who will we see as their first champion of Season 1 Green Flag? And the top 4 kind of got a good jump. Look at Aaron Williams. There is no pass before the leader rule. I mean, there is no lead car has to pass the line first rule in this series. So when the green flag hits, it's boys have at it, for lack of a better term. And they're speeding up really fast going down the backstretch. Look at them go. These cars may just go faster than the Indy cars. We're going 3 wide already. Aaron Williams up top. Wow. Look out. Hold on to it. We've seen in the Indy cars and the NCGMers 500, when they go 3 wide, it's a bad idea, but they settle it out. Joseph Bryant is okay. Wayne Scott leads the first lap of the race. Max Skinner is on that inside line. He's moving up. Reminiscence of the NCGMers 500. Watching these cars go around the track as he's going for the lead. Got some scragglers at the back. It looks like they're trying to catch up to this main pack of cars. It's only a 24-lap race, so there's not really that much time to make up any ground if you lose ground. So one thing these drivers have to remember, as now here comes Hayden Klein to the inside to take the lead. He's one of those championship contenders. He wants to win the race. If he wins the race, he may just take the championship. Here's the guy behind him that is out of championship content. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that's his teammate. But Luke Walker, he is tied for 6th. A good finish could possibly win him the championship. Remember, this is a double points race. You get double the points for finishing anywhere in the top 10. You get double the points. Luke Walker tries to take the lead now off Hayden Klein, who has had a stellar season ever since taking over that ride. I can't remember exactly who he replaced, it's been so long, but Hayden Klein has definitely made that car work to his advantage as he's been up at the front ever since he took over that ride. Alina Lopez, winner from last week at Surfers Paradise. He's going to the front. He's one of those championship contenders. He comes in 10th in the points. Back there behind him, there's Dylan Young, 3rd in the points. He could definitely benefit from this. As where is the points leader? Where is Rachel Williams? She's back there on the 4th on that inside. Now 4th position on the racetrack. And is that Richard Johnson III or is that Seth Cole? That's Seth Cole. He's had a pretty dismal season, but he'd like to end it with a bang. He's trying to go down. He is going down past the 22 of Dylan Young. Seth Cole looks like he's now trying to go for the lead now. He got a lot of practice in the NCGMers 500 with cars very similar to this. Maybe that experience is paying off over here. It's 20 laps to go as when we hit the stripe. When we hit the stripe last time, it was 20 laps to go. Now we're coming down to 19 to go. This race is going to go by fast. Here comes Rachel Williams, points leader. She's going to the inside. I'm telling you what, though, if Rachel Williams, depending on where she finishes, she's got this. Depending on where she finishes and where her competitors finish, she's got this championship wrapped up. Charles Jackson now to the inside. Who took he flipped over last week at Surfers Paradise. He's looking to regroup. And who was that on that inside? That's Dylan Poteet. Took over that ride from one of the Dawsons. That's who the Hayden Klein took over, was one of the Dawsons. He's doing really good in this series. Ever since taking over that ride. And they're 3 wide back there. I don't like that. Okay, look, they safety. No, they didn't. There goes one car around. Who was that? He's coming back up the track, whoever it was. Whoa, he's flipping over back there. Caution is waving for the first time today. Let's follow it back to the line. See who's going to lead back to the line. Are they going 3 wide again? They better not. That's a bad idea. I wouldn't do that if I were them. To the line, it looks like Leo Walker might be the leader unless William Duncan can catch her at the line. Caution is out. Leo Walker will lead under caution. Oh, who was it? Was that a championship contender? Yes, it was. It was Luke Walker. Championship contender Luke Walker is out of this race. Well, he's on pit road. I don't know if he's out yet. And Jack Richards is out. He's a championship contender. That's 2 championship contenders out of this race. Here comes Barney Ward. He was involved. Oh, and Lena Skinner. Wait a minute. I just now realized this. 2 teams were just taken out. McLaren and Mercedes, both of their cars has been involved in this wreck. How ironic is that? And Barney Ward has just retired. So Team McLaren and Team Mercedes are out of this race. How ironic is that? Well, as we are under caution, let's go find out to see what put us under the caution. I saw someone flip over. I'm not sure who it was. But Leia Walker is your leader. Let's take a look, see what happened. Well, I thought I saw one of the McLarens get turned. It was Barney Ward. They're 3 wide here. And remember, in the NCGMRS 500, and with any open wheel cars, 3 wide is a bad idea. And Jack Richards just hooks Barney Ward, snaps him around. Now, everything would have been fine had Barney Ward not come back up the track. He was still going over 150 at this point, and there's the turn, and he's going to come back up the track. And what goes around comes around, because there's Jack Richards' teammate right there. He gets involved. That's Lena Skinner. And where is Jack Richards? He's up here. One of the Ferraris was involved. Oh, Jack Richards. He gets into the other McLaren of Luke Walker, championship contender. He comes back up the track. He's going to get contact from the Ferrari of Richard Johnson. That's going to send... Oh, wow! Walker hard into the wall, as well as Jack Richards, and that kind of puts him on his side up into the catch fence. Here's a better view of it. Look at all the smoke pouring out from Jack Richards' car. And surprisingly, though, that was the only 4 cars involved. And karma, what goes around comes around. Mercedes spins McLaren, and then I guess Mercedes still got into McLaren, but both teams suffered a lot of damage. So we'll go back to green, and yeah, I'm pretty sure those 2 teams are going to be fuming at each other all the rest of the race. Well, they've done a couple parade laps, and we're going to put them back under green on lap 12 of 24. Cars out of the race as a result of this last incident include both cars from each team of McLaren and Mercedes. Both cars from each of those teams are out of the race. Those cars are Barney Ward, Luke Walker, Jack Richards, and Lena Skinner. So 2 teams have already been eliminated from this race. Let's give you the start running order as they run right now. Leia Walker is the leader. William Duncan will be 2nd. Dylan Poteet 3rd. Richard Johnson the 3rd will be 4th. 5th will be Charles Jackson. Seth Cole in 6th. Rachel Williams, points leader, 7th. Alina Lopez, 8th. 9th will be Justin Perry, and Dylan Young is in 10th. There's a lot of championship contenders in that top 10. Richard Johnson, junior, will be 11th. 12th will be Richard Johnson. Hayden Klein, 13th. 14th, not Amir Hamad. Michael Skinner is in 14th. Joseph Bryant, 15th. Max Skinner is in 16th. Aaron Williams, 17th. Pichu Walker, 18th. 19th, Wayne Scott. Dion Scott is in 20th. Those are the final cars on the track as we get back to green. We'll have 13 to go when we hit the stripe. Green flag. These cars have a lot of acceleration. Look at the power of the Red Bulls and the Ferraris. Wow. They're gaining up on the Force India. That Ferrari power and that Renault power that they got in the Red Bull stables. And there's the 2 version mobile cars. Richard Johnson III and Seth Cole, the two teammates working together. Oh, slingshot move. Oops, wrong way. Slingshot. Red Bull goes to the inside. That's a championship contender, and William Duncan. He goes to the lead. But here comes Dylan Poteet, who had a great finish. Actually, no, Dylan Poteet actually went down pit road with coming to the checkered flag last race. He's looking to redeem himself from that oops finish. Whoa, watch it. Here comes Richard Johnson III with his teammate Seth Cole right behind him. These drivers are, with the exception of Richard Johnson III, Seth Cole is racing for a win to close out his season with a bang. Richard Johnson III is fighting for a championship. Now some championship contenders have already been eliminated from the equation, so that helps the chances of these other drivers. As here comes the points leader on that inside, Rachel Williams trying to win the race and secure the championship. Now Richard Johnson, who's in second in the standings, is nowhere to be found. He's back here parading in the 13th position. He's got to hustle if he wants to make it up to that lead pack. Coming down, 10 to go when they hit the stripe, and Seth Cole is leading the race. Seth Cole, if he can win this race, he won't be able to clinch the championship, but he can say he's won in a Formula One car. Rachel Williams trying to secure the championship. If she finishes ahead of Richard Johnson, then it's over. But there's still a lot of other drivers that can capitalize, like Dylan Young, who is back here. Where is Dylan Young? Dylan Young is back here in this main pack. If he can finish ahead of Rachel Williams, then he may be able to take the championship away. But Seth Cole is still leading the race. Rachel Williams all over his back wing. People want to call it a bumper. It's not a bumper, it's a wing. The wings meet, and they're 3 wide back here for third. Toro Rosso, Red Bull, and Force India. Forcefully going around this track. See? These two are still nose to tail. Now this might be Rachel Williams' strategy, not push it too hard, because at this point she's won the championship. Whoa! Almost some contact. There's almost some contact. Rachel Williams is now going to go to the inside. He's like, you know what? I'm done playing around. I want to win. And she's trying her hardest. 3 wide for the lead now. Don't do that. Good, they didn't do that. Good job, guys. That was Leo Lopez. Now he's going down to the inside, or trying. Who's that? That's Justin Perry. He's out of championship contention, but his teammate Dylan Young still wants to get the championship, so maybe the teammates will help each other out. And there goes Alita Lopez to the inside. Rachel Williams is going to fall back now as she's in no man's land up on the high side. That's not the place you want to be if you want to pick up spots. 220. Wow. These cars go just about as fast as the Indy cars do. Justin Perry now goes to the inside, take the lead. Where is Richard Johnson running? He's in 17th now. He's falling back. That's not good for Richard Johnson. I don't foresee him going to the victory lane now, unless he can catch up. Laps are ticking down fast, though. Where are these drivers going to make their moves? They're making a lot of moves already, but to the avail of a lot of the drivers, it's not really being that big of a threat to the championship contenders. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was going to say after that, but anyway, Richard Johnson Jr. tried to go for the lead. He tried to try the inside, then he shot to the outside, then he shot back to the inside. Couldn't find anything. Whoa! He almost got a piece of the Force India of Hayden Klein, who's back over the front. Now, Hayden Klein has had a stellar season ever since replacing whichever Dawson drove that car. He's had a stellar season. I don't think he's finished outside of the top 10 except for one race. So he's been consecutively finishing races. And he is a championship contender. It's a long shot for him to win the championship, but he could be a championship contender. I mean, he could win the championship. He is a contender. That's Charles Jackson. He's not in the championship hunt. Trying to go out with a bang. Which Ferrari is that? There's Dylan Young. That's Poteet. Okay, Poteet is back up towards the front. That's right. Richard Johnson had that damage from when Jack Richards came up into him, so he's probably slower. I just now remembered that. So it was Dylan Poteet trying to win it for the Ferraris. They're almost going to go 3 wide. That was a bad idea. It's a good thing Poteet bailed out of the throttle. Last time Poteet was at this track in the NCGMRS or NNSCRA on my channel, he flipped over on lap 2 in the NCGMRS 500. He's had a lot better luck today as he's battling for the lead. And I think Hayden Klein got moved out to the outside. Yeah, that's Leo Walker. It's hard to tell these cars apart because they look exactly the same. The teams, anyway. As we're coming down with 4 to go, I didn't realize from my talking, but we are down to 3 laps to go. No? Yeah, it's 3 laps to go. These drivers are going to have to make their move now. Leia Walker, one of those championship contenders, I think. No, she's not a championship contender. My bad. Not a championship contender, but here's the championship contender. William Duncan. Followed by another one. That's the long shot, Joseph Bryant. I don't foresee him winning it, but he will be big morale if he can win the race. 2 to go. We come down. He's going to pass Red Bull Racing's William Duncan. Going to the lead. Now, can he hold off the charge from these drivers for one more lap as they come around? As they go down the front, as they go into turn 3, rather. He's got to hold it down the front. He's got to hold against the charge of Max Skinner. Yes, that is Max. He's a championship contender. He's running in the 4th place in championship. Is that the points leader? Or is that? Yeah, it is the points leader. That's Rachel Williams. 1 to go. White flag. Rachel Williams is in the catbird seat. If she wins the race, it's over. If she wins the race, then it's her championship. She's gone down the inside, down the backstretch for the final time. Who's that on the inside line? That's Seth Cole. He wants to win the race. Does he have enough? Is he going to step out of line and try to go 3 wide? Dare he do it? He doesn't do it. He's a smart man. No, he is going to do it. He's down the inside. Seth Cole might win the race. Seth Cole is going to win the race, I think. Down to the line. And it is going to be Seth Cole winning the race. But I think that your winner of the season is going to be Rachel Williams. Excuse me. It's official. Seth Cole has won the race. There was Dylan Young. That's 3rd in the standings. He almost had it. But your official winner is Seth Cole. He went out with a bang. He finally won in a Formula 1 car. And there is your NNSCRA F1 Series Season 1 champion, Rachel Williams. Congratulations to Rachel Williams. She finished 2nd. No one who was a championship contender finished in front of her. Therefore, she wins the championship. Excuse me. Great run for Rachel Williams. She almost timed it perfect. She almost was able to get the win, but she didn't. But congratulations to Seth Cole. He wins the last race of the season. He gets a big morale boost heading into the next season. And congratulations to Rachel Williams. She takes the win, not the win, but the championship here today in Indianapolis, your Season 1 champion is Rachel Williams. Let's head to your official standings. There you have it. Seth Cole wins the race. Rachel Williams finished second. And look who is in third. And look who is in fourth. Right there, that's first, third, and fourth heading into this race. But now it's a whole different landscape because Rachel Williams, Dylan Young, Max Skinner will finish 1, 2, 3 for the final race. So there's your top 3 in points right there. Those are the 3 podium spots for the championship. Rachel Williams, Dylan Young, and Max Skinner. So you look and find out where you finish. We had 4 cars retired, 2 teams retired, basically. Congratulations to Rachel Williams, your NNSCRA F1 Series Season 1 champion. Congratulations to Seth Cole. He picks up the win. And thank you for watching here at Indianapolis. We'll head not anywhere next week because the season's over. We're going to start a brand new season with new tracks and new drivers, new action. It's going to be amazing. Stay tuned for the sign-ups for the Season 2. Thank you for watching. Once again, here are your final points for the season and your official championship picture with Rachel Williams. I'm Anthony McCurry for the NNSCRA and the NCGMRS signing off. Thank you for watching.